Welcome traders. In this week's session, I'm going to be showing you how to trade Cardano on our PrimeXBT crypto futures platform. Now, Cardano was initially launched back in 2017 by Charles Hoskinson with the aim of becoming the third generation blockchain, also known as blockchain 3.0. Cardano is known for its ability to support complex smart contracts as well as decentralized finance applications in an energy-friendly manner. Today, Cardano sits as the 10th highest cryptocurrency in the world with a market cap of over $13 billion. So let's dive further into ADA, also known as Cardano, and let me show you how you can trade it on the PrimeXBT platform. Now, it's really easy to use and as well as easy to execute positions. So if you have not already signed up an account, you can do so by going to our main landing page. You can then obviously verify yourself, and once you have got the option to trade on your account, it'll look something like this. I've got a couple of options here, so I've already got some funding sitting in this account, but if you would like to make a direct deposit, you can do so by clicking on the deposit section over here. Here you will have two options, namely depositing through crypto and fiat currency. So whatever option you decide on choosing, the funding can then come into your wallet account like that, right? So remember, on PrimeXBT, we have two options. We can either trade CFDs or we can trade futures. Now, for today's tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to trade Cardano on the crypto futures platform. So what I'm going to have to now do is make the necessary transfer out of my wallet account and into the futures platform, right? So how do you do that? It's really easy. Over here, you'll see where it says wallet. I can go and select which currency or which sort of option you would like to move into the desired account. So let's say, for example, I would like to transfer some USD Tether. I will then need to go and make sure that the landing account in which the funding is going to hit is my futures platform. So if that maybe says the CFD platform or wallet address, you can simply change that by clicking on the drop down, right? And then you can choose the amount that you'd like to transfer, right? So that's not necessarily meaning that you're transferring this funding into a completely different account. It's staying all in-house. It's just moved to your crypto futures terminal. So how do I go and see that now? I simply go click on where it says crypto futures. It'll come up looking like this. And this is pretty much a summary of how you can now go and execute positions. So it's really easy to use if you have already got something else loaded up. So for example, maybe your default's taking you to Bitcoin, Ethereum, or Solana, whatever it may be. You can simply go and click on this drop down over here. And remember, Cardano's ticker is ADA, right? So depending on the type of crypto you're looking for, make sure you have the correct ticker name. So in this instance, it's going to be ADA. And then you can pretty much select that and it will bring up the options to trade. Now, if you have a look here, currently Cardano is trading at around 37 cents. So that pretty much is a summary of how you can navigate to get to the actual ticker. And if you have a look over here, you've got a couple of options, right? So you pretty much can see the order book data over here. You can see your market entries. This is pretty much where you're going to obviously execute positions. So you've got either a market limit or stop entry. Then you've obviously got your margin type. You can change that from isolated to cross. And then you can obviously choose which side you want to purchase or sell in the market. So let's say, for example, I would like to do a market entry order now on Cardano. How can I go do that? It's really easy. So make sure you've selected over here where it says market. And that needs to be set as market in order for you to actually execute a position in a timeless manner. So like right now, if you're wanting to execute a position right now, it will be market. Remember, if price is above a level you would like to enter into, so for example, we are trading at 37 cents, but you would like to enter 35 cents, then you would use a limit entry order. And let's say, for example, you wanted to wait for some more confirmation. So let's say, for example, you wanted to only purchase into Cardano at say 42 cents, then you would use a stop order, right? So those are the three options you have. I'm going to show you how to use a market and a limit entry order today. And if you have a look here, it's really simple. So I would like to buy, say, an amount of Cardano. Now let's just change that. So let's say I want to enter into 10 futures agreements or lots. Then it'll pretty much look something like this. And you can go choose which sort of margin type you would like. So for example, you'll see the default will be on cross, which will be set at a fixed 200. And if you would like to actually alter that in some way, you need to then choose isolated, right? So if you want to bring this margin type down, so let's say I only want to enter into, say, 5 times leverage, I will then need to set that. It will then tell you that your margin type has been changed. And if you have a look at where it says margin type now, it will say isolated at 5x, right? So that's perfect for this example. And then I will simply just go click on this button here where it says place buy order, right? So now it's going to ask me, do I want to place this market order? This is the fill price. Then I will say confirm. I will then enter into the position. And now you can see pretty much in the bottom left hand corner, you might not be seeing it because my face is there right now, but you can see your sort of execution summary. So what does that mean? Well, it's quite simple, right? You've got your position running. So in this example, it's going to be Cardano. You can then see the side that you've chosen. So we're obviously purchasing with the market. So I'm buying. The amount of lots I've entered into or futures contracts I've gone into, my entry price, as well as my liquidity price if price moves against me, because I'm also obviously using isolated leverage in the scenario, right? And then you'll see over here, you've got your unrealized P&L and what your return on equity looks like, right? So this ROE, that is defined as return on equity, and that is basically telling you what your return is on the amount of equity that you have sitting in this account. So I've got $5,964 sitting in here. So that's pretty much just a summary of that. Okay. And that is using obviously your unrealized or realized P&L at any given point in time. So let's say, for example, I would like to enter into some protection orders as well as some take profit orders. How do I do that? So over here, you'll see it says TP and SL. I just will go and click on that little pencil button. It'll pop up this widget that looks something like this. And let's say, for example, I would like to trade into, say, $1, or let's say we do 50 cents for this example. Then it'll tell me what my estimated P&L is going to be. So in this example, if price trades to 50 cents, I'm going to make $1,289. And let's say, for example, I would like my stop loss to be at around 30 cents. That basically means that I will need to have something like that. Right, sorry, not 50 cents. Let's say I wanted to do $1. That means that I'm going to make $6. And let's say, for example, I would like to get stopped out at 0.2. That means I'm going to lose about $1, right? So in this example, obviously it's quite small. It's tutorial purposes. However, if you would like to increase the amount of futures size, you would like to go into any different position, you can simply just modify that by changing the figures on the actual platform. Then I go set. Okay, and if you have a look over here now, you can pretty much see it'll pop up with a pink and a green line. It'll look something like that. Okay, so that is pretty much a summary of how you can enter into a market execute position and then have a take profit and a stop loss level. Okay, so if you have a look over here now, if price goes down to 20 cents, I'm going to lose $1.71. And if price trades higher into $1, I will make $6.29. Okay. If, for example, you don't want to be in this position anymore, you can simply just go over here where it says X and you can click close position, or you can click close over here. Both functions will allow you to get out of the position in a sort of efficient and timely manner. So if I go and close the position now, you'll see I have now gotten out of that position. It's no longer sitting in my position section. And if I go to where it says history, I can then go and have a look and analyze the sort of position that I was in. So that's pretty much a summary of how you can enter into a market buy position. If I wanted to enter into, say, a limit, so let's say, for example, I would like to enter into a sell limit and I would like to sell from, say, 45 cents. I just click on where it says limit. I choose, maybe let's say we want to increase the leverage a bit more and I want to increase the amount of lot size I'm going into or future contracts I'm going into. I can just simply modify that by changing the amount. Then obviously remember, price is trading at 0.37. So in order for me to enter into a successful sell limit, price would need to go higher, right? So I would need to then have that at something like 45 cents, okay? And this is obviously selected on the buy section right now. So it will tell you your order will be executed immediately. That is because I am actually wanting to set a sell limit and not a buy limit. So I would need to go and change that. Right now you'll see it will execute at that level. And then again, if you want to change your margin type, let's say for example I would like to make it 10x, I can then simply select that, it will change it for you, and you'll be able to view that under margin type. Now if I want to go place the sell order, I go confirm, you'll have a look now, there is my sell limit at 45 cents. So pretty much if price starts to trade higher and into this area, I will then only get executed in the position. And only once you get executed in the position will you be then able to modify your stop loss and your take profit. We will obviously notify you either via the mobile platform or on the actual web terminal itself that you are executed in this position and running live. Then you will have the opportunity to go into the position and modify it, right? So if you have a look now, I'm on the positions tab. It's actually not showing as an active order because it is not active. However, if you go to where it says orders, you will then be able to see your Cardano position, the limit price that you've set it at. So in this example, it'd be 45 cents. You can see here, average full price is blank because right now we actually have not got executed in this position. And if you want to cancel that, it's really easy to do. So you can either click on this cancel button order here, or I can simply click on the exit button here and it will automatically close that position. So that is pretty much a summary of how you can trade Cardano on the PrimeXBT crypto futures platform. So I hope you enjoyed this week's tutorial and I'll catch you in next week's one.